Sticking with this has for sure been like an unlock, and the actual ability to keep the heart rate there is much easier. Good morning. It's week 3. Got a hot bath in. So now I'm gonna do some mobility, just a little bit of warming up like I do every morning. And so this mobility routine has been like some work on the psoas for a period of time, some couch stretch, and then just some other core activation type stuff. So I'll give you a quick rundown. So right is an excellent tool, but it feels terrible. 2 rounds of all that, good to go. These primal bells I got from ONNIT, super cool. Now for Sunday, heading up to Dope, got a bit of a photo shoot to do, get things down for the week. Other challenges this week, things are gonna ramp up as far as hours I'm doing. We gotta make sure this thing is staying intact. The best ways for me to manage that are make sure diet's great, not fucking things up with a bunch of carbohydrates and bullshit. Taking care of tissue work, getting massage work done as I need it. Doing these things and being consistent. So stay focused on what progress looks like and not some comparison to what you think other people can do or what you should be doing. It's not what I wanted to do today after a photo shoot. We're gonna get the fucking time in. If Roster Runner can do 20 fucking miles in the desert, I can do an hour today. I can do an hour. It's not 20 miles, 20 hours. Alright, so the run's done. Now I'm gonna do some corrective exercises. Make sure everything's tuned up, ready to go. That was probably my best run. That's probably the best run I've done by far. I got probably 45 plus minutes of that hour I actually spent running, which is a huge upgrade. And it felt like shit when I started, but big surprise. I kept moving and just kept walking when I needed to. We're getting better at it, man. The capacity's going up. This week I'll have a little bit more volume, plus Dan's coming in. It's gonna be fucking cool to do shit with Dan, go for a run, learn some new stuff. So, get some planks in, do some kettlebell passes. Some static stretching. I'll use a kettlebell, digging my psoas. So for the psoas, you're gonna dig it in like right above that hip. And you're gonna breathe into it pretty violently. And all of this is gonna help loosen up that lower back. A few dead bug variations. So 2 rounds of that, plus some other things. Day 1, week 3. Let's go. So day 2 this week, I'm gonna get on the bike, knock out my time today here. Let's go. So today is just easy, steady state, zone 2 training. So I wanna keep my heart rate to about 130, 140. Just cruise, just cruise. This is how with cardio or with endurance stuff that you just build that engine that can just keep going. Plus, I had to watch The Mandalorian. Not a bad way to start at 6 a.m. Done. Got an hour, maintained heart rate the way I wanted to. Fucking gross. But week 3, day 2 in the books. Have some actual training a little bit later, but you go get ready for our Monday morning meeting. Hey, let's fucking do it. Sticking with this has for sure been like an unlock. And even 3 weeks, right? Even 3 weeks, I just feel stronger here to like get the work done and be able to grind through. And the actual ability to keep the heart rate there is much easier, even in just 3 weeks. Monday meeting done. Got a bunch of stuff sorted. Running over to AbMat over in Lebanon to talk to Dylan. Got some crash cushions and a few other things we may be working on behind the scenes. All right, so just got done at AbMat. Got a fucking truckload of stuff. Talk about some products we're working on, kind of doing together. Excited, man. I'll show you this stuff when I get back to doing it. So, got a bunch of cool stuff over from AbMat. Dylan, those guys are across the river. We got crash cushions. These are super, super good for dropping logs or using for barbells. Nice for me for cleans and stuff like that since I'm not so mobile. We also got Amigo and some other really cool stuff that I'm interested to kind of play around with and see. Dylan and I are talking about some product development for some different things, but these are the best. The first time I got to use these was in Iceland, and we used it for the log press competition that we did there, and they're a great product. Morning is a little bit after 6. Here we go. Got an hour of cardio to get done today. Got a big day. There's a lot to get done, and then Dan, roster runner, gets in at like 2. Podcast, so got some shit to do. So may as well get this knocked out. Let's go. Got some time to get in today, just get an hour. Things are feeling better. But with any of this, the big factors are consistency. That's everything. That's everything with training and anything that has to do with like goal-oriented life. You have to show up every day and you have to put in the work. 53 minutes, 2 3/4 miles. Nothing really fast today, just holding pace. Keep heart rate where I want it to be, like 140, 150, and I'm really just tracking heart rate with my Garmin. So nothing terribly sophisticated. You just gotta do the work, man. It's better every day. I am trying out some of the Heat brand, like women's compression pants in an XL. I don't know, see if they feel nice. So far, I like them. So I got an hour done today. 3 1/4 miles, not crazy far. Day 3 in a row, so a little bit beat up. So I'm gonna take some time, do my mobility now, and get on with the day. Man, doing the cardio like this in the morning and getting it done is a fucking hack. Like the way your body feels when you're done is incredible. It just gives me so much fuel to attack the day, to be smart, to already feel like the day's in the tank as far as the wind goes. Like I know that I got this out of the way before other shit piled up on top of me. So it's the easiest way for me to get to do it. And getting it done in the morning, fuck, it feels like a superpower. While other people are sleeping and other people have excuses, you don't. You don't. So let's fucking go. So I spend a little bit of time in the sauna just to get sweat again, stretch, and it makes everything feel nice. It's cold in St. Louis, and so my body definitely operates a bit better if I'm hotter. So we're gonna be consistent, man. That's the thing. That is the key. Week 3, this is where either I'm going to establish habits and get better at things, or it's gonna be easy to be like, I did fine last couple weeks. So I've got one more week and a bit of a deload. And the deload's not to do nothing. It's just less. It's less. Give the body a little extra time to recover, spend a little bit more time on treatment, therapy, massage, stuff like that. All right, let's fucking go do it. All right, so Dan just landed. I'm gonna pick him up and we're gonna podcast. Fucking good times. Make sure you check out the Untitled podcast with Dan. Dan's really kind of who's fired me up a little bit about running and like with trail running and doing more that way, especially seeing with like him training Rob and changing things up for Rob and Rob moving better and doing more athletic things. I'm into it. And then the mental side, like I've talked about, of just that being able to grind with the endurance event that I've never had to do. So I'm excited to go pick up Dan. Roster runner, that's who he is. I'm the Dan.
What's up, G?
What's up, man? I don't have any obstacles. I'm just trying not to die. Beautiful start to the day.
Oh yeah, look back at it.
With Dan, we're gonna move a little bit. A little slower today than yesterday, but we're up and at it.
Still moving.
Let's move. About 2 miles in, cruising, knees a little stiff. Last day of the week though.
The trick is to not look down at your feet,
Look ahead,
but to look a couple feet ahead,
where you want to go.
where you want to go. Isn't that true for the majority of life?
For sure. You sure shit ain't looking back, are you? Ah! Oh, I blew it for you. Still a bit more walking today. Knee and hip, feel it. Pretty good though. We're about 3 miles into 40 minutes. It'll be a little bit longer than an hour today, but we're checking out the park. Forest Park's pretty sweet. Thanks, St. Louis. We did it. We did an hour 36. I didn't. 96 minutes today.
Yep.
6 miles, 1.6. A good day, man. Yeah, we didn't run nearly as much today. That's cool. That's cool with me.
Good conversation.
Into the gym. Oh, Dan. We got a little bit of filming to do, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm slaughtered. So wrapping up week 3 of my run training with Dan, helping me with my run coaching. What I really expected was gonna be like, oh, a casual 2-hour session yesterday, and then today's little hour-ish kind of cruise around. I was like, go knock out a couple miles.
Sightsee a little bit? No.
Problem is, now I've realized I can run further than I can, or thought, right? Like, so the lines moved this week. And so since I was able to do that 5-mile straight run, I didn't feel like I needed to stop for the first 2 miles this morning.
That's the pitfall of ultra running. It's like, oh, I just raised the bar a little bit. Well, let's see where it goes next and do it again. And now you're trapped.
Now I'm trapped.
You can't ever go back to a 5K or a 10K moving forward after this. It won't even feel like anything.
I'm gonna enjoy my 18 miles. I'm already not trying to go like, well, that'll be too easy now. I should probably sign up for whatever the next, no.
Let's go run 100.
I know someone who made that move. Like, I've done 30.
Yeah. Yeah, man, no, it was really cool. I mean, we put close to 11, 12 miles in, yeah?
Yeah, 12.
12.
Yeah, so we did 6.2 today, and we did 5 and just over 5 yesterday.
Yeah.
So
I think what would be important now is, as we kind of coast into the next 24 to 48 hours, is we continue moving, even if it's at a low impact, maybe get on the bike, maybe get in the pool and swim a little bit. But it's important to keep moving even in these moments right now.
Yeah, I've always found movement's the best medicine for soreness. It's never inactivity.
That's it.
So I know for me, like the next 72 hours.
Yeah.
So since my running's done basically until next week, we'll do some boxing tomorrow morning.
I'm excited for that.
So that'll be fun. It'll just be active recovery, move around, sweat, learn a new thing. Right?
Yeah.
New sport.
Totally new.
And then back on it for next week. Week 3 I had programmed for 2 2-hour days, 3 1-hour days.
Okay.
So still 5 minutes. So we're pretty close to that.
Yep.
Tomorrow's conditioning will probably even me out as far as heart rate goes on and things like that. So going into week 4, 2 2-hour days, 1 3-hour day. Okay. I think that's all I've got next week. I haven't even done a full 2-hour run yet.
That should be what we go for next.
That's what's going on next. I have 2 of those next week.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna do 2 2-hour runs, whether they're here or they're gonna be. Now, how do you feel about like if I split it? Like if I do an hour in the morning and then catch an hour in the evening?
What's the overall goal that you're looking for?
Building endurance?
Then do it together.
Okay. That adds up.
Yeah. If you're doing it strictly for calorie burn, it doesn't matter.
But that's not the goal.
Correct.
All right, that's important. That's really important. The following week, week 5, is a deload. So my plan for like my first deload is 1 3-hour session.
Okay.
And then 4 30-minute sessions.
You're gonna do the 3-hour session at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, probably on the bike.
And then coast the 30s the rest.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, probably on the bike. If I don't do a 90-minute on the bike and then do a 90 run.
My question is, do you still continue with your strength training through the deload?
To some extent, for sure. Right. And I mean, look, strength training right now is not priority.
Sure.
It's not pretending to be priority. If at any point I feel the strength training is taking a is setting my running backwards, it's got to go.
Yeah.
The goal right now is I'm all in to do this.
Yep.
And so everything I want to do in here needs to make that better.
Definitely.
That's helping loosen up, that's building some core strength, that's doing those type of things to use strength training for the mobility work.
Yep.
That also kind of helps my knee and stuff like that keep moving. I mean, belt squat, doing stuff like that. It's really easy for me just to catch a big pump in the legs, but not fatigue the CNS.
Exactly, and even push out recovery even farther.
Exactly.
Something that I think a lot of us run into when we're starting to incorporate running into our strength program is that we think that we can just do both of them back to back. Here's my recommendation. I learned from my mistakes. Structure them on opposite ends of the day. I don't care if you want to run first or if you want to strength train first, but give yourself that 6 to 8 hour window as much as you can.
Okay.
That'll really help with recovery and just a better.
So like get up in the morning and do my conditioning, and then in the evening I'll play my strength by ear based on what the inventory of how my body feels by the afternoon when I get there, like what's gonna help.
Yeah.
Like, so my strength training right now, like I said to you a while back, was that switching mentality of like, let me do 3 sessions this week of strength training that I am gonna hit a bench, a squat, a deadlift, and overhead press of some sort, of some weight. But I wanna feel better when I leave the gym when I started. I'm not going in there to tear down.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, and especially on the deload weeks, you know, when you're pairing a deload week with like core and some higher rep range strength training stuff, it's perfect. So look for that for sure.
If the goal is to run better, to get ready at this thing, right? Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, strength training and stuff like that. Like, yo, I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done strong before, and I know what it is. I know how to do it. It's not challenging anymore for me to get stronger.
Yeah.
Well, it would be challenging based on restrictions.
Sure.
But it's not mentally challenging for me to commit to that.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Yes.
And then it's hard for me also to understand the throttle control on the strength stuff because this matters.
For sure. So then make the running the priority. If you're kind of like thinking, you or anybody listening, which one should I do first, the strength training or the running? Well, do what the priority is.
Yeah.
If your goal is to become a better runner, do the run part in the morning. While you're fresh, you got the most amount of energy, and then do the strength stuff.
And if the strength's got to get cut for some reason,
hey, cool.
I didn't cut the run.
You already got your priority in.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Dan, Roster Runner, you guys can check him out. Thank you guys for watching the vlogs. Let me know what you think about kind of this updated training style and going through what my next challenge is. This one, we're running 18 miles in Bryce Canyon at the end of May.
It's coming up, man. Let's get it.
Get better at stuff.